Hi everyone, I'm Squishy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome! I play sim and cozy games like Disney Dreamlight Valley, The Sims 4, and soon to be coming Enjoy. So hello everybody. I apologize that it's been a while since I've had an upload, but I was dealing with some health issues. I actually figured out a way to strain my whole muscle on this side of my body, so I had to do a lot of resting because even just sitting in this chair was really painful. Life in your 30s is great, am I right guys? I miss the days when I used to be made of Laffy Taffy and I could just do gymnastics to my heart's content, but those days, it appears, are far behind me. As I was laid up in bed from my muscle strain, I had a lot of time on my hands, so I actually ended up completing my full valley once again. So I am looking forward to doing another valley tour because I rebuilt the Forgotten Lands and I also did a new build in my Frosted Heights as well. So make sure that you look out for that. Frosted Heights tour should be coming soon, and then eventually we're gonna have another full valley tour, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tour. So I'm starting things off over here by the teleportation fountain. I actually put this in the corner and I actually ended up using a lot of these castle walls for this build because I feel like the sort of more cool dark tones really went with the Forgotten Lands. As you can see, I have a little bit of pathing here leading up to the fountain, and I just put a couple of jack-o'-lanterns, some of those glowing mushrooms that I got from Scrooge's shop, and just a bunch of foliage and bushes over here. And as for lighting in this build in the Forgotten Lands, I went ahead and stuck with these pinkish purple hue lanterns, and I crafted those at the crafting table. This is the little entry exit over here to the sunlit plateau, so I just used the castle walls for that as well. We've got a couple little cute jack-o'-lanterns here. Over to the side, oh, I actually hid Wally's garden back here because honestly I had no place to put it in my entire valley. So I went ahead and hid Wally's garden back here as well behind the Monsters Inc. house area over there. And then over to the left, we've got some of these spooky spiderweb Halloween trees. I really just wanted to build up Forgotten Lands with a lot of thorns and foliage and bushes that were purple or cool toned. That was sort of the vibe I was going for here. We have a big open pathway here because I am not a cluttered girl. Sometimes once in a while I'll do a little cluttered path, but I like to have these open pathing areas so I don't feel like I'm constantly running into stuff all the time. So I made sure to make a nice sized pathing area running through the entire area of Forgotten Lands. I built up the edges of the walkway with a ton of purple bushes and these little lavender stalks and just all of this type of foliage over here, dotting it with more of these sort of pinkish purple lanterns, some more of these glowing mushrooms, some jack-o'-lanterns coming. Coming down here, this is my sort of favorite area of the build over here. So turning around over here, we have this cute little gazebo area that I imagine the villagers come here to do some trick-or-treating maybe. I put some little poofs here so you can act like you're sitting and handing out candy during Halloween time. Since Forgotten Lands is usually quite spooky themed, I decided to just go ahead and stick with that spooky sort of Nightthorns Halloween vibe in Forgotten Lands. So this is what this little gazebo area looks like. Behind it, I put 2 mushrooms on either side. Those are the mushrooms that came with the Storybook Vale DLC. And I just decided to put also a bunch of these fruit trees here, these cherry trees, because I thought that the tones worked really well in this build too. I used some of these little night thorns, some more foliage, and some more of the like spooky spiderweb trees as well. And then over here we've got Goofy's stall, and I made sure to leave some room here to get access to this mining node. Back here I also put a little crafting and cooking station behind the gazebo. It's like really well hidden back here, but I can still access these areas for when I'm over here in Forgotten Lands and I need to get some tasks or duties done. I can always do that back here. And I just dotted the build with a bunch of these little glowing mushrooms too on the sides to sort of give it that sort of ethereal vibe, I guess, that glowy effect. And then I used the purple version of these lanterns on the crafting table, which are really bright and they sort of give the build that purple glowy vibe. And then turning around over here, we have a cute little neighborhood area. So this entire part of the Forgotten Lands, I kind of wanted to make a cute little trick-or-treating area. So you have the little trick-or-treating gazebo there, and then you turn around, and then you have this cute little neighborhood area over here where you can also do trick-or-treating. I surrounded the pond here with a bunch of bushes and foliage over here as well. And then I made a little circle surrounding the pond to be like a little cul-de-sac, I guess, in a neighborhood. This is where I put that new house that we recently got in the premium shop, the new Monsters Inc. house. I thought it just went perfectly down here in this little neighborhood area, so I put some little jack-o'-lanterns there, as well as in front of this house here too as well. And then over here in front of this premium shop house as well. I'm looking forward to maybe doing some live streams where we can decorate the interior of some of these premium shop homes. I know I keep saying that, but I keep, unfortunately, I do have a chronic illness, so I keep getting all of these health setbacks when I really want to be streaming. So let's see if I can make streaming a reality here within the next couple weeks or so. So this is the cute little neighborhood area. I love how it looks around this time of day. And of course I used some more of the little purplish pink lanterns in there. I just love how it lights up the area. It just gives it that sort of misty purple glow in there as well. So yeah, basically the whole theme that I was going for this Forgotten Lands build is just like a purple dense forest, kind of spooky forest. And I'm really happy with how it turned out so far. So down over here is where I put this little mini castle build over here with the castle walls that we got from the premium shop. And I put the little sort of puking monster, the little puking monster fountains over here to symbolize that you should not go in this castle because this is where the multiplayer platform is, and I'm never using that again. Because of the sort of drama we've had in Dreamlight Valley recently about multiplayer, I am going to steer clear of that, so that's why I have it in this sort of spooky castle and I have these little guys warning you not to go in. I also hid my ancient vacuum in here as well, so that's a cool little place to hide it in there too. I really like these castle walls and I've really been enjoying building with them in the Forgotten Lands. It was actually made the build like a lot more easier to figure out basically what I wanted to do with all of these walls. So to the other side of that sort of little castle area, I put this gosh, I don't remember what this item is called, but it reminds me so much of that 90s show that I used to watch as a kid called Gargoyles. Do you guys remember that show? I think it was on Disney. Anyway, so I put this big, scary, spooky mountain thing here next to that castle. And then to the left of that over here, across from the pond, I did this cool little area. Let me see if I can change the lighting so you can see it a little bit better. Well, the nighttime lighting is pretty cool too, but this is like a spooky little throne area that I decided to do, especially since we got these new like Hades items from the Storybook Vale DLC, these like lantern things. And then I liked his underworld throne here. I put some of these, I think this is like an Ursula item right here as well, this little cauldron. I think it's called like Ursula's Cauldron or something like that. I put a couple of the Nightthorn pillars here, as well as a couple of the little Nightthorns on either side. And I used a lot of these taller purple trees in this area as well, and just put some purple flowers in the little pond area over here. And then I also used these really big pillars that I believe are from the Eternity Isle pack, the DLC. So yeah, this is that whole little spooky throne area over here. I just really liked how this turned out. I really like this area. I could totally see myself doing like spooky dream snaps over here in this corner maybe someday. But we'll see. And then I just lined this walkway with more of these rock paths. I kept this little mining node open and accessible with this little castle wall that has like a little doorway in it, which I thought was kind of cool. And then just lined this pathway with some more of these purple lanterns and some more purple dark foliage over here. And then this is the exit here as well into Sunlit Plateau. So yeah, this is what this area is like over here. As you can see, I also used a lot of the castle walls over here as well. I love how you can do a lot of height variation with these castle wall premium shop items. And if you didn't get these castle walls before, and when they come back to the shop, I highly recommend snagging them because they're so versatile and you can use them in so many different types of builds and whatnot. I also forgot to show you guys over here too. I made a little walkway here that also leads straight up to the treehouse. The dreaded treehouse. I know we all hate decorating around this thing. It is such a pain in the butt. I really wish they would let us move this thing, but it is what it is. Thank you all so much for joining me on my little cute Forgotten Lands rebuild tour. Make sure and stay tuned for the Frosted Heights tour coming soon, and eventually my entire valley tour, which will be coming soon as well. Dude just totally ruins my footage every single time I film a video. It's like no other time is Gaston around, ever, except for when I'm filming a video. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to our Squishy Squad members, Morgane, Rosie Rain126, and Brandy Russell. Welcome, Brandy. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Want exclusive perks? Join the Squishy Squad for $4.99 a month. Get early video access, badges, emojis, polls, exclusive posts, and behind-the-scenes content. Hit join below or check the link in the description. Not ready to join? Show some love with super thanks, and I'll shout you out. However you choose to support, whether it's through memberships, super thanks, or just watching and liking, thank you so much. You all make this community amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you. See you in the next video.